Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and today we're actually on the very first map in the Michigan region on a 1% completion campaign save. We're also, like I said before, we are playing on console. This is being recorded on an Xbox Series X, and this is the Super6 Dually. Now, you guys may have seen this truck on my channel before, but when you saw it last on my channel, we were using it on a PC. Now, one of the cool things, or actually, there's a variety of cool things about this truck, especially in terms of console gameplay, but one of them is the fact that this truck is so incredibly low memory and RAM usage. Really, in terms of memory, it's only 15 or 16 megabytes, and in terms of RAM, it only moved my little RAM progress bar like a tiny little bit. Now, it may take up a little bit more RAM on an older console, but once again, that is all part of just kind of the variety of how the game calculates RAM limits. But still, even if you're on a slightly older console, this will not take up anywhere near as much RAM as some of the other mods will. Now, we're going to get it into the garage, we're going to customize it, and then we're going to use it for a task. But before we do that, let's fire it up. Now, as you may be able to hear, it doesn't have a sound that you would normally identify with like a DURAMAX diesel, but part of the reason for that is because custom sounds actually use a lot of RAM. And I wasn't aware of that until actually one of the mod creators told me a while back that having custom sounds on a truck actually takes up a lot of that RAM on console. Now, in terms of your engine options, you've got 700 horsepower, 900 horsepower, and 1700 horsepower. I think for this one, we might build it in like 900 because I know we're in the campaign and I don't know if I need to like do the racing gearbox and the 1700 horsepower engine, but we'll throw the lift kit on it and we'll go up from a 35-inch tire to a 38-inch tire. These kind of look a little bit like a BFG tread pattern. They're also excellent rated in everything, including ice and snow, which is awesome. So that means if you wanted to use it on like a snowy or icy campaign map, you totally could. So we'll throw that on there. And we'll do a extended battery-powered winch. Wheels, you only get one choice with that. And then color options, though, you have a pretty wide range of colors. I mean, you can set this thing up however you'd like in terms of the colors. And I actually think it looks amazing in that blue. The blue looks top tier. Now, let's see. Well, even like the olive green looks really good as well. There really isn't any way you could go wrong with the color on this truck. I also really like it in the white. I think the white really shows off the whole six-door element. But I also like the default white a lot because it gives you the white paint job on the truck with the green accents on the springs and like, you know, the traction bars and stuff like that. So we are going to go ahead and throw beans on the dash, and then accessories wise, we're not going to worry about that. We got beans. That's what we need. All right, let's go ahead and leave the garage, and we will get down to the business of taking care of potentially a very early campaign task. Now, one of the downsides of this truck is that it cannot haul trailers. It can't tow trailers, and I would love to see that as an update, like, to this truck in the future for it to be able to tow trailers, because that would be really, really nice. But let's see, you've discovered a fuel station. Have I? Oh my god! That is tremendous. It is very weird being in a super early on, like, campaign save again. It's very, like, strange to me. But let's see. They want us to deliver something to the farm, but did I pull the... There's a recovery task somewhere out there by that one watchtower, and I want to see if this thing can go about the task of actually, recovering that vehicle with fairly little issue. Now, the standard gearbox, the 4-speed, does not give you a high range. You have to put in the racing gearbox in order to get the high range, but I don't really feel like that's such a big deal because automatic mode gives you really as much variety in the way that you would drive this thing as you could ever need, especially in campaign mode. Beans is chilling out up there on the dash. Let's move it along. It's actually got a pretty decent looking Chevy interior. You can see all the way back through like each row of seats. There's a random GMC right there. What are you doing? Why are you doing? Why are you there? Why are you there? What's the meaning of this? Now, I think what we're going to try and do is go out and get that watchtower, and I don't know if my tires are big enough for that. I don't know if I'm going to get swamped out or not, but let's see. There's a place in the mountains not far away that has the most stunning views. Oh, I remember doing this at the beginning of the game. Do we want us to do... You know what? We won't do that just yet, but it's cool to know that that's right there. Again, see, like, it's been so long since I've been on this particular map and this particular, like, you know, area that I'm just seeing things as I go through, and I'm like, yo, that's so sick. I remember doing that, like, in the stock trucks right when the game came out. I, at the very least, really want to get this one watchtower discovered, because I feel like, in my mind is telling me that there's a stranded vehicle out there, but I really don't know if that's actually true or not. Alright, come on. Oh, God. Lockers are always on. Oh, okay, cool, actually. Yo, this thing has, like, pretty balanced grip in the mud. It's not just charging through it like some, you know, monster mud truck. I definitely, those of you that really do care about, you know, making sure the vehicle mods that you use in campaign have a lot of balance, I don't think you're going to be at all upset with this thing, because, I mean, yes, it's got a good amount of capability in the mud, but it's certainly not, you know, blasting through it at 100 miles an hour, for sure. So let's pull up on this watchtower real quick. We'll get it handled, we'll get it discovered, and then I really do think there's something out here to rescue, but I cannot remember what it is. Now, normally I would do some kind of delivery task, but again, you don't really have the option for that with this thing because it doesn't have trailers. But let's see. Drowned highway truck! I knew there was something out here. See, my memory is good sometimes. I do remember things occasionally. Alright, let's see. Drowned highway truck. So you're over there. I don't even remember what kind of truck you are. You're a... Oh, is it another GMC? I think it is another GMC. Huh. Let me see if I can stay a little bit closer to the edge. It's funny because going through this area right when the game first came out, like, totally scared me like a bunch because I thought I was gonna get swamped out immediately. But going through it now, like, I see all of the downed trees and I just know that those are all usable winch points, and I'm like, bro, there's a ton of them out here. Like, what's the problem? Like, it's no big deal. Alright, what's the best way to get back there? I have a feeling that there's a good way to do this and a not so good way to do this. I'm gonna stay near the edge, and that should be what we need to do in order to get close enough to that truck without, you know, obviously causing a bunch of issues for ourselves. Okay, so do we have that task active? I think we don't have it tracked. Hang on, let's see. Contests, where's the task giver? There it is. Alright, so let's see. Drowned highway truck. So, do we have to... Did I literally, like... So there is a locator for it. Okay. That's weird. Yeah, that's weird. Let me see. Oh, I never accepted it? Bro, accept, start tracking. That's weird. I never accepted it. Okay. No. Alright. How do you... Attach winch. There. To the... Oh my god. To the... No! Oh, dude. I love using the winch on, like, the console because it's so, like, it's so awkward sometimes. Yeah, there we go. At least we've got a rear-facing winch point on this truck, so it's not like, you know, it's not like we're having to, like, struggle with it a whole bunch to try to get it to hook up. I do love the fact, though, that, like, you know, you can go into photo mode and have a look at the fact that, like, yes, you are legitimately just, like, hauling a broken down highway truck out of its, you know, its mud pit of doom. And I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna actually take a picture of that, like a legitimate picture of that, because I love that. I love the way it looks, and I am hanging on to that picture. That picture is sick looking. All right, so let's make our way on down to the farm. I forgot that this was, like, a really short task. This was not, like, a big deal at all. It didn't really give you a ton of things where it was like, yeah, you need to do this, and then you need to go here and then do this, and then repair this, and then refuel this. Let's see. Screw your grill. Yep, don't worry about that. All right, back in automatic mode now. I really didn't need to use low. I honestly kept forgetting that this thing was diff lock all the time. And every time I realized that a truck is diff lock all the time, I'm like, oh, and then I rarely ever use low. I keep it in automatic mode, really, if it's a diff lock all the time truck. All right, so let's see. Why did I leave that trailer there? I don't remember what I was doing last on this save, but hey, all right. Drowned highway truck done. That's the kind of muscle we need around here. Those trucks are wedged in there deep, but you got them out. Nice work. What do you mean, trucks? That was one singular truck. Like, bruh, that was one singular truck. I don't know what other truck you're talking about here, but yeah, we're gonna have to have a talk if you think that was more than one truck. Now, Let's see. Oh, this picture does look sick, though. Like, oh, dude, with the truck, like, right next to the freaking, like, I guess almost like it would just be like a storage building right there, but, like, I don't know. I love the way that picture looks. That picture looks legit. Oh, that looks so good. You know what? I'm taking that one, too. I know that sometimes I don't, I don't take a bunch of photos, but, like, sometimes you just have to, because, like, they just look that good. Now, as far as where we're gonna go next, let's see if we can find... Have we been up there to this gas station yet? No. Why haven't we been up there to this gas station yet? I must have, like, not done anything at all on this save. But, what I really wanted to demonstrate with this video is the fact that, even a mod like this that may come off to some people as overpowered and may come off to other people as, like, not quite as useful because it can't haul trailers. I'm here to tell y'all that, like, it's still very, very much so a useful truck, and it's still really fun to use it in campaign mode because there are definitely areas where we could have gotten it, completely stuck or completely swamped out, like in the mud back there. And if you want to have an even more balanced experience, you could go down to the first initial power level rather than the mid power level. All right, so let's see. Fuel up, let's go. Oh man, and I honestly, like, I love the way this 6-door looks in the context of campaign mode. I know it's like super over the top and wild, but at the same time, I feel like that's kind of what you want, because also, too, at the end of the day, there are trucks like this in real life. I know that for some people, they might be like, yo, that's completely unrealistic. Who would have a truck set up like that? There are literal companies that you can send a truck to, and they will stretch your frame and add another set of doors, and that's literally, like, their business. But without any further ado, I hope y'all enjoyed this video and enjoyed this look at the Super6 Dually on console, and if you did, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see y'all next time. Talk to y'all later.